welcome to my channel. My name is Tony, if you didn't already know. I came up with this beautiful purple, cool toned makeup look. I used mostly NYX products, but I used all drugstore products. All of these products you can find at Ulta or the drugstore. A lot of these products are new to me because I did not have any drugstore foundation, concealer, or an eyeshadow palette. I failed. I don't know how I went this long without a drugstore eyeshadow palette. Like how? I don't know. I don't know how I did it. But yeah, so without wasting any time, let's just go ahead and get right into the video, and I will see you at the end. So I'm pretty excited for today's video. I got to go shopping specifically for today's video. I'm actually going to be using new foundations today. So I got the Maybelline Fit Me foundations. I got the Matte and Poreless and the Dewy and Smooth. The Matte and Poreless is in Natural Ivory 112, and Dewy and Smooth is in Porcelain 110. These are both the lightest shades that they had. I got two because I have very combination skin. Like the center of my face is super oily. Not super oily, but it gets oily, and especially like right around this area is really porous. In this general area, I'm going to be using the Maybelline Fit Me. They're both Maybelline Fit Me, Tony. In the center of my face, I'm going to be using the Matte and Poreless, and everywhere else, I'm going to be using the Dewy and Smooth. But before we do any of that, we need to prep our skin. So I'm going to use the Maybelline Baby Skin, and I'm going to use this in the center of my face, just pressing that in. And then for the rest of my face, just to moisturize and make it kind of tacky, I started using this new Nivea Creme. I really like this stuff better than the balm. One swipe like that, and then I just put it everywhere that I need moisture. And then I'm just gonna rub that in. I'm gonna go in with my Burt's Bees chapstick. Just need a little bit of moisture. So I'm going to start with the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless, and I've never used this stuff before, so this is, we're gonna do this one together. A little bit on the back of my hand, I guess. I don't even know how much I need. Oh shit, that comes out super fast. So I'm just going to I like it a lot, actually. Just taking a little bit more of the Matte and Poreless on the upper parts of my cheeks, where I'm the most porous. I do need a little bit more coverage on the nose. I'm not really sure what's happening on my nose, but it's like it's not taking it or something. Oh well. So before I go ahead and cover like the really, really bad redness, I'm going to go in and color correct really quick with my Maybelline Conceal Cover Stick. I'm just using a concealer brush for that. I should have done this before I put on foundation at all, but I forgot. And then I'm going to take the Dewy and Smooth, and I'm going to dump a little bit on the back of my hand. Just a little bit for now and see where it goes. And then I'm just gonna dot this all over my face, or everywhere else that I need coverage anyway. And then blending that in with my sponge. When they say dewy, they weren't lying. It might be too dewy for me. Like, to me, that just looks greasy. Maybe when I set it, it'll change. Don't forget your ears and your neck. Now, for concealer, I really, really, really had to suck it up because I have never ever tried a drugstore concealer before, and I'm trying to get it open right now. And I was just really worried because I crease so easily, even with Tarte Shape Tape. I was very weary about getting a drugstore concealer, but then I remembered how much I love NYX. So So I picked up this NYX HG Studio Photogenic Concealer, and this is in the color, pretty sure it's Alabaster. Yes, it is. This is the lightest shade that they had, because usually that's what I need. Let's do this. Oh, okay. I was really worried that that wouldn't be light enough. I'm not even sure like how much coverage this will give me, so I'm like going ham just in case. It has a very chemically smell. I guess I'm just so used to the bougie Tarte Shape Tape smells like flowers. I'm gonna blend that all out. So apparently that pimple does not want to cover. Fuck. Now for the moment of truth. Okay, so I don't hate the concealer. We'll see how it wears. For setting powder, I also picked up from Ulta today a Maybelline Master Fix Setting Perfecting Loose Powder. I like the setting powder a lot. It doesn't seem to make me darker, which a lot of them do. I'm just going in and setting the rest of my face with that powder on my Real Techniques powder brush. Okay, and now I'm gonna go off camera and do my brows really quick because I am going to be putting up a brow tutorial for you guys. I'm pretty excited about it. Anywho, I will be right back. Okay, so now that my brows are all done, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna prime my eyes with my NYX concealer and blend that in with my sponge, being very careful not to mess up my brows that I'm very proud of today. And this is the NYX Ultimate Cool Neutrals palette, and I'm going to use this shade right here and set the concealer so that it doesn't crease. So first I'm going to go into this mauvey purple color on a Wet n Wild blending brush. I guess I could bring you guys closer. This foundation isn't all that great. You see my nose? So just like in my last video, I'm going to do one eye first and see where it takes me and then go from there. So now that I have that transition color all laid down, I'm going to go into the purple color, and I'm just going to use a smaller blending brush. This is just a crease brush, and I'm just gonna work that into my outer corner first, and then I'm going to blend it into my crease, and then taking a little bit more and going into my inner corner. So I want a little bit more bang for my buck with this purple color, so I'm going to use a shadow brush on that same dark purple color, and I'm going to put that on my outer corner. So I'm going to put that on the inner corner lid, and then I'm going to take that Wet n Wild blending brush and blend those two together in my crease. I want to leave the center of my lid blank because I decided to do a halo eye. And with this small little detailing brush, I'm going to use that same purple that we've been using, and I'm just going to put that right in the crease. This same little detailing brush to blend it out, so that I know that I'm getting all the color right where I really want it to be. And then going in with my Wet n Wild blending brush. Then I'm gonna go back into the transition shade that we used on that same Wet n Wild brush to blend out any harsh edges or blotchiness. And then on my ring finger, I'm going to go into this color right here. What's that one MAC color? Blue brown? MAC blue brown? That's what it kind of looks like. I'm just going to put this in the center of my lid. So that's not what I thought it was. I definitely thought that it would have more of a pretty blue shift like it did on the swatch on my finger. So we're gonna try something different now. Even though that is already there, I can just go over it. It's no big deal. I don't care. I'm gonna make it work. I'm going to take a Wet n Wild shadow brush and I'm going to use this silvery shimmer shade. I lied. I'm gonna use my pinky. And I'm just gonna go right over that. These shimmers are super fucking disappointing. I'm gonna try something else. I'm going to wet the brush. Hope that it works. Much better. And I feel like I kind of lost some of that purple, so I'm going to go back in on that smaller crease blending brush and darken up those outer edges. I'm going to jump into the same silver color that I have been using on this other little detailing brush, and I'm going to highlight my brow bone. Okay, and now for the lower lash line, I'm going to jump into the same purple, and I'm going to use the little detailing brush that I used for my crease, and just run that along my lash line. Only about a third of the way in. And then same thing on the inner corner. And I want to leave a little space for the silver. I'm going to take on this stiff angled brush to try and get the most pigment. So a couple things while I was off camera. One, my nose was not agreeing with something, whether it be the powder or the foundation, probably the foundation, so that's what I changed. I went ahead and I took my cleansing micellar water and a cotton pad and I just wiped my nose off, and then I re-wet my beauty blend or my Real Technique sponge, and I just went in with the Dewy and Smooth on my nose and went over it with the powder. Second thing, I totally forgot that I had the NYX glitter glue after I had already done all the steps that we took here. Put it on my pinky and I just put it right over the center of the lid, and then I took that same finger and went right into the silver color and I put that right over the glitter glue, and it made the shimmer pop. So I no longer hate the shimmers in this palette. And now I'm just darkening up the purple. Now I'm going to take another small detailing brush. This one is by Real Techniques. And I'm going to put just the smallest amount of glitter glue on that, right in the center. And then over top of that with the silver color. And now I'm just gonna blend all that out and smoke it out. And I'm also blending the outer corner out here. I didn't realize that I do not have a drugstore liner, so I'm just going to use this one from Julep. And now for liner, I'm going to use the e.l.f. Intense Black Liner. And curling my lashes. And then going in with my CoverGirl Supersizer mascara. Now that we're done with the eyes, we're going to work on the face. And first I'm going to go in with my Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer as usual on my Wet n Wild bronzing brush. And for contour, I got something new. I got the Maybelline Master Contour Face Palette, and this is in the shade Light. I'm going to be using the brown shade and my Wet n Wild contouring brush. For blush, since the eyes are cool toned, I want to bring a little bit of warmth to my face. I'm going to use the Milani Luminoso. And I'm just going to use this random little cheek brush. Ooh, that's pretty. I think I want to do a little bit of a nose contour to kind of hide what the fuck is going on there. So this little cute brush came with the contour palette from Maybelline, and I'm going to use it as a nose contour brush and see what happens. It's been a really long time since I've contoured my nose. And now for highlight, I'm going to be going into my Wet n Wild Illuminating Palette, and I'm just going to use the lightest shade, the golden shade. I shouldn't say the lightest. And for lips, to stick with the cool tone vibe, I'm going to go in with the NYX Liquid Lingerie. This one is in Honeymoon. And then right in the center, I'm going to go in with Satin Ribbon. And then to melt all the powder into my face and try and refresh it after all of the matte. This isn't Drugstore, but you can get it at Ulta. I'm going to go in with the Mario Badescu. This is just a hydrating spray. And I'm going to mist that all over. And this is the final look. I'm really happy with how the look came out in, like, as a whole. Final thoughts on the products that I purchased today and am using for the first time. This Maybelline Matte and Poreless is too much for me. It's too matte. There's some dry patches and flaky spots right now. My nose flaked. You all saw that nonsense. I think I'm gonna save the Matte and Poreless for summertime when I'm more oily and will be able to use it more, but right now my skin is super dry from all of the changes in the weather and it being winter time and just plain old Michigan environment, you know. I do like the dewy and smooth though. After I set it, it doesn't look greasy or anything like I thought it did at first. What else new did I use? The concealer. I don't hate it under my eyes. It's light enough. It did the job. The powder I like as well. We will see if it keeps working for me. I will use it more often in videos. The Ultimate Cool Tones palette, I like it because I don't have anything else like it in my collection other than maybe the Bonbons palette. But I really like the matte shades. The matte shades are nice. The shimmers were hard to work with, but once I got the hang of them and used the glitter glue, they worked out a million times better. This purple shade is everything. I love it. It's just so fucking pretty. The Milani blush is new for me as well. I really like it. I'm probably gonna use it all the time. Y'all are gonna get sick of seeing it, but I don't care because it's pretty. I really like this look. I like how it came out like grungy and messy, and it's still really blended and pretty, but it's like a messy blended. Like I don't know, I just really like it. That's about it for this video, you guys. I really hope that you'd enjoyed, and don't forget to follow me on all social media at ToniLynn 1213, and don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more. Let me know down in the comments what else you want to see, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Mwah! Bye. This is come off. That's way too much. Oh shit, I totally just realized that I didn't color correct. I'm just gonna re-wet my sponge. It's just woo! Excuse me. I was hoping that I would look like this by the time my nose contour was done. But I don't. Yeah.